are still here with the addition, of course, of Laura Bagwell Katalinich, who sat out last season. We are ready to go. The Big Red, they are in white, Columbia in baby blue. Tip is going to be controlled by Markham and ahead to Clemens. Now on the baseline, that is Kennedy. You saw the starters. That's Riley Casey for three off the iron, no good. Rebound is going to be controlled by the Lions. Starters for Columbia. Janiah Clemens is a guard. Riley Casey is a guard. Michaela Markham is a guard. Sienna Durr is a forward. Lillian Kennedy rounds out the starting five at forward. Markham, Durr, and Kennedy, all freshmen for the Columbia Lions. Riley Casey is a sophomore, and Janiah Clemens is a junior. Markham with the ball. Inside to Durr. And it's taken away by the Big Red. That's Kate Suramack. Riley Casey guarding her. Samantha Whitman, right wing. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich at the right elbow. Bagwell Katalinich at the free throw line. Going strong to the basket with the left hand. Gets the roll. And the Big Red on the board. They open up the scoring. It's 2-0 Cornell. Kids Day here at Newman Arena. First game of a doubleheader, and pass inside to Kennedy, and Kennedy was fouled on the play. Looking more like a football pass there. Here's a look at that pass inside. Pass was actually perfectly thrown, but Bagwell Katalinich committing her first foul of the afternoon, or the morning rather. Boy, you don't say that very often. First foul of the morning. Game scheduled for a 1 o'clock tip. Started today at 11 o'clock due to the incoming weather here in the Northeast. Haley Miklos with the basketball after the turnover. Now to Suramack. Bagwell Katalinich, Sienna Durr on her. That's a matchup to watch today. Off the glass, bucket is good for Laura Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich leading the Big Red in scoring with 14 points per game through 11 games this season. And to the left corner. Back out to Riley Casey, who shoots 39% from downtown. That's Markham, right baseline, looking for Clemens. Pardon me, that's Clemens, not Whittington. Markham unable to connect. Rebound to the Big Red. Samantha Whitman, strong drive, and an offensive foul is called on Samantha Whitman. Second foul for the Red. See if feet were set there, and looks like Casey's feet were, so that's a good call for this officiating crew here today. Columbia looking for their first points of the I'm going to say that a lot, the afternoon. Inside to Clemens, and another takeaway for the Big Red. Jorgensen trying to get out in front, going to have to slow it down. Kicks it left side for Whitman. Whitman left baseline, has it stripped out of her hands. On the baseline, it's kicked back to the free throw line and covered by Cornell. Possession will remain with the Big Red after Jorgensen was able to kind of wrestle that away from Jillian Kennedy. Kennedy's a freshman from Buford, Georgia. Ball comes into Suramack. Suramack. Left side between the circles, 13 to shoot. Whitman, strong drive, doesn't get the roll. Goes in and out of the hands of Durr. It's going to be tied up and out of bounds. Last touch by Sienna Durr. Sienna Durr from Cornell, Iowa. She is also a freshman. Durr averaging about 15 a game coming into today. Jorgensen. To Whitman. Back to Jorgensen. Around to Miklos. Suramack, left wing, driving to the basket, pulls up for the jumper. Casey defending. Shot was no good, into the hands of Clemens and going the other way for Columbia, looking for their first points of the morning. See, I got that right there, the morning. Top of the key to Casey, who hits from downtown. As I mentioned, she's a 39% three-point shooter. Riley Casey averaging 10.5 a game, picking up her first three this morning. Jorgensen thought about it, going to shoot the mid-range jumper from the right wing, and she hits. 6-3 Red. Markham, double team, kicks it left side for Casey. Back to Markham, around to the right side to Clemens. Clemens, right wing, working on Widman. Looking for a cutting Kennedy on the left baseline. It goes out of bounds. Some substitutions for Coach Griffith. Amani Whittington is into the game. Also Madison Hardy. Cornell able to break the press. 5:55 left to play, opening quarter. Dave Cudges with you today from Cornell University here on ESPN and the Ivy League on ESPN. Bagwell Katalinich getting position and got it to go. Bagwell Katalinich now with 6 of her team's 8 points. Riley Reed, right side to Clemens. Back to Reed. 2-3 zone for Cornell. The zone has been impressive in non-conference play. Last time out 18 days ago, the Big Red forcing 30 turnovers rather with 19 steals. A little tongue-tied there. Cermak with a rebound for the Red. Jorgensen will walk it up. 5-point advantage for Cornell. 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Out to Jorgensen. Thought about it. Hardy is screened out. And that is going to be a turnover and a foul called on Columbia. Media timeout is upon us. We will be back. Big Red basketball here. Welcome back to Cornell, everybody. The Big Red with a 5-point lead through about half of this first quarter. Cornell 4 of 6 from the field. Columbia 1 of 5 so far here in the early going. Samantha Widman with the basketball. Left side to Cermak. Finding Hallie Miklos. Cornell still with their 5 starters on the floor. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich, right elbow. She's got 6 points. Look for her to do something. 10 to shoot. Bagwell Katalinich putting it up from the right baseline, gets it to go. Boy, she has had herself a pretty darn good start to this one. 4 of 4 from the field. Cornell. Defense driving strong to the basket, off the glass. And a foul is called on Columbia there. That was Amani Whittington, and here's a look at the drive to the basket. Well, that was a carry, pardon me, not a foul, a carry. You saw that. Hey, thank goodness for replay. Columbia with it. Cornell crew here doing an excellent job. John Lukacs, John Enright, Eldon Lindsay, and the crew here at Cornell, the multimedia production crew. Pass inside to Durr. Durr trying to get it further inside, and it's taken away by the Red. Kate Cermak bringing it up. Bagwell Katalinich being guarded by Stephanie Flynn, who's checked in. Flynn wears number 24. Widman at the top. Widman trying to go down the left side, and a foul is called on Sienna Durr. That is Durr, her first foul. Lillian Kennedy back into the game there, number 23, and Markham, number 13, for the Lions. New 30 for Cornell. Ball comes into Widman. Widman and Jorgensen, both juniors. And a steal for the Lions. Pass ahead to Hardy. And a travel called on the Lions. Not a great start for Columbia. Columbia 1 of 5 from the field. They've turned the ball over 5 times already. Jorgensen brings it up for the Big Red. They're in white today. The traditional home white uniforms. The Lions from Columbia in baby blue. Widman with the basketball. Widman. Bagwell Katalinich going to shoot the jumper from the right side. Got it to go. Boy, she is feeling it early. 5 of 5 from the field. You're the Red. You might want to just keep feeding her the ball. Tell her to shoot it from wherever she wants. She's been able to hit on all 5 attempts so far. 12-3 advantage for Cornell. Pass inside to Hallie Miklos. Miklos is blocked out of bounds by Kennedy. Good defensive play there by Lillian Kennedy. Miklos checks out of the game. Teresa Grace Banifo is in. We have sung her praises here so far this season. Banifo wears number 15. She's a freshman. Steal for the Lions. Trying to get out in transition and unable to convert there with Stephanie Flynn. Out of bounds, and the Lions will inbound. Caitlin Smith checks in for Cornell. Smith, a junior, wears number 10, and there's Jorgensen sitting. There's a look at Dana Smith on the right side of your screen. She's the head coach for the Big Red. .2:14 to play opening quarter. Dave Cudges with you today from Cornell. The Ivy League on ESPN. Hardy. Samantha Clement on Hardy, and look at that. Right inside, and oh, missing the shot was Clemens with a wide open opportunity and a great pass. Former teammate there, Clemens with it. Right side to Markham. Markham right baseline. Banifo knocks it out of bounds. Ball comes in, jumper from the right wing. That is a three-pointer, and it's good for Madison Hardy. Cuts the lead in half, it's 12-6. Clement, no good. Widman almost with the rebound, and Widman knocked it out of bounds. No, it was not Widman who knocked it out of bounds, it was Markham instead. So Cornell will inbound. Caitlin Smith, ball comes into Suramak. Pass inside to Widman. Widman getting it. That was Banifo, pardon me. Teresa Grace Banifo. .14-6 Red. Left court press. Flynn with a jumper from the left corner. That's going to be no good. Rebound to Kennedy. Kennedy put back no good. Rebound to Widman. And it's knocked out of bounds. Out of the hands of Widman by a Lion. And Cornell will inbound. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us here from Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. The Columbia Lions from New York City. And the Big Red here today through the hands of Suramak, and that's going to go out of bounds. Here last touched by the Big Red. Riley Reed getting set to check back in. Reed checks in for Clemens. And Sienna Durr back in, replacing Kennedy. Markham brings it across, gets a screen. Finds Hardy. Right baseline for Lee. Back to the top. Caitlin Smith with excellent defense. And Smith just knocked it into the backboard. Recovered by the Lions. Hardy right wing. Right corner. Pass inside to Durr. Durr doesn't get that to go. Rebound to the Red. And a foul is called underneath. That one on Lee. Lee's first. Here with 36 seconds to play in this quarter. Hallie Miklos getting set to check back in. Suramak will take a seat. Kennedy back in, replacing Durr. Five-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Ball inside to Banifo. Banifo double team, gets the roll, and no good as she traveled before she took the shot. Coach Smith looking for some clarification from the referee. Don't know if she got it, but back to coaching. 3 to Kennedy, around to the right side. Right corner now, Hardy, three-pointer, got it. 14-9. Columbia slowly chipping away at this lead. There's 9 points for the Red at one point. Widman for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound to Hardy and the Lions. We are through 1 quarter of play here from Cornell. The Big Red 14, the Columbia Lions 9. Folks, you're watching the Ivy League on ESPN. Looks like Cornell will start with Jorgensen, Caitlin Smith, Teresa Grace Banifo, Hallie Miklos, and Laura Bagwell Katalinich. Hardy, Markham, Kennedy, Lee, and Riley Casey on the floor for the Lions. Casey, three-pointer, rims out, no good. You got to watch that. She can shoot them. She gets hot. Cut into this lead pretty quick. Banifo, left side going baseline, left side is Smith. That was shut off nicely, forcing the turnover with the Lions. Right side, and that one no good for Casey again. Casey 1 of 5 from downtown. Banifo, back out, round to the right side. Jorgensen thought about it. Markham closed quickly and disabling that thought. Banifo right baseline with the left hand, off the glass, bucket is good. Teresa Grace Banifo now with 4 points. Hardy back to Markham. Kennedy had a lane if she wanted it. Passed it out of there and into the hands of the Big Red. Miklos, left side, Banifo, and that just went in and out of her hands and out of bounds. Seventh turnover for Cornell. Columbia has 7 as well. Columbia shooting 20% from the field to Cornell's 61.5 here in this one so far. 8:21 left to play in this first half. There's a nice block by the Red. Defense there on the interior from Banifo and Hallie Miklos. Bagwell Katalinich inside to Banifo, doesn't get the roll. Miklos with the rebound, put back no good. Miklos with the second attempt, out to Jorgensen, jumper, that's a two-pointer and it's good. 18-9 Red. See Cornell closing quickly on Riley Casey as she thought about that three. Bagwell Katalinich going to guard that on that play. That's a three-pointer, no good. Durr with the rebound, put back no good. Tipped, and Abby Lee was out of bounds. Samantha Widman coming back in for Cornell. Clemens checks back in for Hardy for Coach Griffith and her Lions. Megan Griffith in her 3rd season at the helm of the Columbia women's basketball program. Jorgensen, Caitlin Smith inside to Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich, right baseline, fighting through the double team. That's the first one she's missed. Rebound to Jorgensen. Jorgensen back to the top, and Cornell will reset. Coach Smith giving direction. Now to Jorgensen. Down to Smith. Jorgensen gets it back, thought about the three, inside to Widman. Widman losing a handle on it, and off the hands of Clemens, out of bounds. Cornell with the basketball, 13 to shoot. They have a 9-point lead. Widman with the ball. Widman, Jorgensen, Bagwell Katalinich at the free throw line, double teamed, and a foul is called. It's on Columbia, so A new 30 for the Big Red there to shoot. Lockdown defense for the Lions on that possession. Unfortunately, a foul near the end of it. Cornell with a second opportunity. Bagwell Katalinich to Miklos. Miklos fighting through the double team, gets the roll. 20-9. Lee, now to Markham. Markham being guarded by Jorgensen. That 2-3 zone for the Red. Clemens at the top, 10 to shoot. Now 8 to shoot. Right baseline to Markham. Goodman with long arms defending that. Now to Clemens. Clemens left side. Casey, long three. Rimmed out, no good. Rebound to Hallie Miklos. Jorgensen looking to coach Smith. We'll walk it up. Try to execute the direction here. Widman into the right corner. Back to Widman. No rush to Cornell with an 11-point lead here with 5:48. Smith, long three. Got it. Nothing but net there for the Red. 23-9. Cornell shooting 58% from the field, 50% from downtown. Another rebound for the Big Red there. That was Widman. 18 rebounds in this game already. Bagwell Katalinich, right corner. Laura gets it out of there to Smith. Just hit a three, looking back to Coach Smith for direction. Round to the right side, 9 to shoot. Miklos has it blocked by Markham. Good defensive play there for Markham. But a foul is called on Columbia. Not going to be on Lee, her second. There's a look at Hallie Miklos. Whittington back into the game for the Lions. Jorgensen looks to get it in. Ball comes into Smith. Smith left wing. Being guarded by Riley Casey. Jorgensen to Bagwell Katalinich. She missed again. Missed her last two opportunities. Not unusual for shooters to miss shots, but she hit on her first 5. Clemens with it. Clemens around to the right side for the Lions. Right baseline, Markham. Markham trying to get inside and doesn't get the roll. Rebound to Samantha Widman. Widman has been busy on the boards. She's got 5 of them so far. 20 rebounds for Cornell. Widman, strong drive. Bagwell Katalinich, the rebound and the putback. Timeout taken by the Lions. Coach Griffith has seen enough, trying to stop the bleeding. The Big Red with a 25-9 advantage with 4:13 to hear from Ithaca today. The men's game to follow against Columbia. Game scheduled for an approximate 1:30 tip-off. The Lions will inbound, trailing 25-9. Cornell will press. Ball ahead to Whittington. Amani Whittington, sophomore from London, England. Whittington underneath. Casey drives to the basket, and another rebound for the Red. This one to Caitlin Smith. Widman inside to Bagwell Katalinich. Double team, back out to Smith, around to the left side, and it's kicked out of bounds by Clemens. Jorgensen will inbound. 20 to shoot for Cornell. Ball into the right corner. Smith for 3. No good. Off the iron. Rebound taken by the Lions. Sydney Brown into the game, securing that rebound. Riley Reed being guarded by Smith. The top to Brown. 2-3 zone for Cornell. It's been very effective here this season so far. Jumper no good. Rebound on the left baseline to Widman again. Samantha Widman now with 6 rebounds here in this first half. Jorgensen will walk it up. Again, looking to the bench for instruction. Round to the right side. Jorgensen around to the left side to Smith. Widman at the free throw line. Driving to the basket. Splitting the defenders. No good. Doesn't get it to go, unfortunately. But Whittington with the rebound. Casey, left wing, 20 to shoot. Whittington at the top. Whittington directing a teammate out of the way. Inside to Clemens, around to the left side. A wide open three for Casey. Coach Smith throwing her arms up immediately when Casey got that ball, as there was supposed to be a defender out there. The zone was supposed to shift, and it did not. Casey, as I mentioned, a 39% free throw, or three-point shooter coming into today. 25-12, Bagwell Katalinich doesn't get that to go. Whittington with a rebound. Foul called on the red. Bagwell Katalinich, her second, so most likely she will take a seat for the remaining 2:21 of this half. Allie Miklos getting set to check back in for Cornell, and there's a look at the foul. Riley Reed, free throws coming up, and she hits the first one. Riley Casey, 78% free throw shooter. Woodman with the basketball, now to Jorgensen. Smith around to the left side, left corner for Miklos, double teamed inside to Widman, and Widman was fouled by Lillian Kennedy. Cornell 25-14 advantage. The Big Red 12 of 26 from the field. There's Widman, strong take to the basket, fouled on the play. Samantha Widman, 58% free throw shooter this season, hits the first one. Columbia only 4 of 24 from the field so far in this game. Rebound to Whittington for the Lions. Ahead to Markham. 12-point lead for Cornell. Markham kicks it left corner for Hardy. Whittington, defense closing quickly. Hardy, that's a three from the left corner, off the iron, no good. Miklos in the middle of a double team secures the rebound, and the Red come out of there with it. Caitlin Smith, top to Widman. Down to Smith. Smith for three. Oh, no good. Rimmed out. Haley Miklos with a rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Miklos. We're going the other way. Dave Cudgis with you here this afternoon. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday morning. I keep saying afternoon. It's technically the morning. It's 11:39 here in the East. First morning game we've had in quite some time. I couldn't tell you the last time I was on the air in the morning, but game time moved up due to the weather here in the Northeast this weekend. Jumper Brown from the left baseline, no good. Rebound to Durr, and a foul is called on Columbia. That one on Sienna Durr. Durr has been quiet in this game. No points in 8 minutes. Riley Casey has 8 points, and Hardy has 6 points for Columbia. The only scoring so far for the Lions coming from 2 players. Cornell been pretty balanced, led by Laura Bagwell Katalinich with 12 points. Inside to Widman with the left hand, gets the roll. 14-point advantage for Cornell. Pass inside to Whittington, saving the ball from going out of bounds was Casey. Casey gets it back. That's a three-pointer if it goes, and it does for Hardy. Madison Hardy, freshman from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Outside to Smith. 28 seconds on the game clock. Just before halftime here this afternoon. And there's a steal from Hardy. Hardy taking it to the basket. And up and down. Good defense there from Cornell. Smith got a hand on the ball, forcing the turnover. 18.8 seconds for Cornell. They lead 28-17, now 15. Defense the story for the Red here in this first half. Pass inside to a cutting Widman. Bucket is good. Lorenzo Widman now with 5 points. Cornell finishing out the first half with a bucket. A first half in which they shot about 47% from the field. Cornell 30, Columbia 17. Back on the road for a weekend and then back home here. The regular season. Second half is underway. Dave Cudges with you from Newman Arena. University, the Ivy League on ESPN. And a turnover forced by Cornell. That is the 9th turnover for Columbia. Cornell, believe it or not, has turned the ball over 10 times. Big Red working the ball inside. Bagwell Katalinich. Back out Widman, off the front iron, no good. Haley Miklos, right place at the right time. Got the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound finally to Sienna Durr. Durr. Quiet in that first half. She leads her team in scoring with 15 points a game and has none here today. Another turnover for Columbia. That is their 10th. Down to the left side, inside to Widman. Widman to Bagwell Katalinich, cutting down the left baseline. What a nice pass there from Widman. Sienna Durr getting into the action finally. Her first 2 points of the morning. See, got 2 more minutes left in the morning. Almost slipped and said afternoon for the 15th time. Back out, Suramak for 3, no good. Rebounded Jorgensen, and Jorgensen's putback is no good as a foul was called on the floor prior to that shot. Push on Columbia. Foul called on the Lions. That was Janiah Clemens, Jr. from Maryland. Cornell with the 32-19 lead. Suramak around to the right side to Jorgensen. Jorgensen, corner for Miklos. Inside, there's Bagwell Katalinich cutting down the baseline again and gets it to go. She's got 16. Clemens with a jumper off the iron, doesn't get the bounce. Into the hands of Widman going the other way for the Red. Side Suramak, back out Widman around to Jorgensen. She's going to shoot the 3 from left to the top off the back iron. Rebound to Riley Casey. Clemens back out to Kennedy. Out of Casey. Round to the right side. Markham for 3 if it goes, and it does. (34-22). Widman. Miklos to Widman. Widman jumper from the left elbow, no good. Rebound to Markham. Casey jumper from the right baseline is good. Riley Casey now with 10. Timeout called by Cornell. Lead is now 10 points with 6:41 to play. Back everybody to Newman Arena. There's a look at the Cornell men's basketball team coming up at 1:30 or thereabouts. Tip is scheduled here against the Columbia Lions on Kids Day. Barry Leonard, Eric Taylor will have the call for you on ESPN+. Jumper from the right side. Bagwell Katalinich can't hit. Rebound to Hardy. Casey at the top. Also coming up 3 o'clock here from Cornell. Dartmouth is in town to take on the Cornell men's hockey team. Hardy for three. Got it. Boy. 7-point lead now for the Red. A 10-4 advantage for Columbia here in this third quarter. Widman for three. Got it. That's a 2-pointer, not a three. Signal from the official. Widman now with 7 points. Jumper right side. Rebound to Bagwell Katalinich. And Laura getting it out of there to Suramak. Right side Widman. Down to Jorgensen. Thought about kicking a left corner, now she does. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich, jumper from the left elbow, no good. Rebound to Hardy, and a foul called on the floor. That one's going to be on Columbia. Going to be on Sienna Durr, her fourth. So she's going to have to sit down. Sienna Durr with only 2 points in the game. She leads her team in scoring with 15 a game coming into today. Widman to Suramak. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich. On the right baseline. Doesn't get that to go. Rebound to Brown. Brown to Markham. Another three-pointer, good for Hardy. Lead is now 6 points for the Reds. Timeout taken by Coach Smith. Boy, Columbia has come out of the halftime locker room, guns blazing, cut the lead to 6. We'll be back. Welcome back to Newman Arena. The Big Red with a 6-point advantage over Columbia. Columbia, as I mentioned, came out in this third quarter and are shooting the lights out. 70% from the field, 5 of 7, 3 of 4 from downtown. Cut the lead to 6 points. Cornell almost doubling up the Lions as far as rebounds go, and that's going to need to continue if they're going to come out of here with a victory. Bagwell Katalinich inside to Banifo, who was fouled on the shot attempt. Banifo cutting from that left corner down the left baseline. Getting the pass from Bagwell Katalinich. Here's a look at that play. That's been pretty successful for Cornell. She had position, but there was Brown. Not going to give up an easy bucket. Banifo to the free throw line. Banifo, not a great free throw shooter, but she hits there. Glad I didn't jinx that one. Banifo is a 41% free throw shooter on the season. And she hits them both. She's going to need to do that because she will get the ball, she will get fouled. Especially if teams know she shoots 40% from the line. Brown inside, doesn't get that to go. Rebound to Jorgensen. Pass ahead to Clement, who's checked into the game. Jorgensen back to Clement. Clement can shoot threes. Now to Banifo right baseline. Back to the top to Jorgensen, around to Clement. Clement right wing. Now to Bagwell Katalinich jumper. That's going to be no good. A rebound taken by Brown and the Lions. Markham will bring it up. Markham thought about trying to split the defenders. Brown for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Jorgensen and Cornell. 3:53 to play, third quarter. Dave Cudgis with you from Ithaca, New York today. He has 16 points at 1 point in this game. Right corner, jumper, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Banifo. Banifo put back is good. Offensive rebound and the basket for Teresa Grace Banifo. She now has 8 points. Casey inside, now that's Brown. Brown to the right side, stolen away by Cornell. Both teams with 10 turnovers until that one. Banifo with it, right corner. Jorgensen three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Widman on the left baseline, and a foul is called on the Lions. 2:59 to play, third quarter. 10-point advantage for the Big Red. Both teams looking for their first Ivy League victory this season, as this is the opener in Ivy League play for both teams. Banifo at the free throw line. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich and off her hands and out of bounds. Columbia will inbound. Cornell will press. These two teams take on each other next Saturday in New York City. Game time, I believe, is still to be determined. Left baseline and a foul called on Whittington. Samantha Widman taking the charge. Whittington now has 3. Durr is on the bench with 4. Number 1 scorer for Columbia, only with 2 points in this game, sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. That's Durr for Coach Griffith. Right corner to Clement. Clement has it tipped and taken away by Hardy. Hardy right side. Casey for 3, no good. A rebound to Clement. Clement to Jorgensen. Jorgensen ahead to Banifo. Banifo trying to get out in transition. Banifo driving to the basket, doesn't get the roll as she negotiated 2 defenders. Offensive rebound and the putback is good. Bagwell Katalinich now with 18 points. Nobody else for the Red in double figures. Bagwell Katalinich leading the way with 18. Left corner, and a foul is called on Columbia. Pretty decent crowd on hand here this afternoon so far. The men's game to follow. Well, it doesn't look that way from that view, but our side, there's quite a few kids. A lot of kids' activities up behind me. Turnover forced there by Columbia. Kids' Day here at Newman. Hopefully the snowstorm does not keep too many people away. Right corner, Clemens jumping from the right baseline is good. Clement, that's a 3 if it goes, it does. Samantha Clement, her first points of the afternoon. I can say that now because it's 12:15. 13-point lead. There's Casey for 3, no good. Into the hands, Clemens who gets it out. Markham for 3 from the top, got it. Raining threes here in Ithaca. Lately, Cornell only 2 of 10 from downtown. Clement just hit Cornell's second of the afternoon. Jorgensen, out of Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich driving to the basket through a triple team, and she was fouled. Jump ball was called. Possession will remain with Cornell. Jorgensen looks to get it in. Ball comes in right corner. Clement for 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound to Lillian Kennedy. To Clemens and ahead. To Markham now. Markham between the circles. 16 seconds left in this third quarter. Markham getting a screen. Zone shifting, and a foul is called on Cornell. Trying to fight through that screen with Samantha Clement. It might have been a good foul, though, as the Lions now only with a touch under 6 seconds to inbound and shoot this ball. Widman will guard the inbounds pass. Ball comes into Markham. Markham, 3 seconds. Long 3 from the top is off the iron, no good, and that's going to go into the hands of Kennedy, but the quarter is over. We are through 3 quarters of play. The Big Red 45, the visiting Columbia Lions 35. Big Pen at Temple And then games next weekend. Yale Brown, Columbia Cornell, and Dartmouth Villanova. Start of the fourth quarter here from Newman Arena. Cornell with a 10-point lead. And another turnover, steal there for Widman. Columbia shooting about 29% from the field. Only reason really they're still in this game is their three-point shooting. Banifo inside to Miklos, bucket is good. Ellie Miklos now with 4 points. 9 of 23 of the Lions from downtown. Markham inside to Kennedy. Kennedy bucket is good from inside the left block. Lillian Kennedy, her first 2 this ball game. Clement now to Miklos. 2-3 zone for Columbia. Cornell trying to break that all afternoon or morning, afternoon, depending on time of the game this was. Jorgensen inside to Miklos. Miklos right baseline. Trying to fight through that double team, trying to get past Kennedy, and Kennedy strips it away, and now it's on the ground and tied up by Clemens. And a shot clock violation is called. Coach Schmidt looking for some clarification there. Not sure if she got it. Clemens now to Hardy. Inside to Kennedy. Kennedy left wing. Markham for 3. If it goes, it does. Another three-pointer for the Lions. .42% from beyond the arc for Columbia in this game. 7-point game. Pass inside to Banifo. Doesn't get the roll. Almost gets the rebound, but in the hands for the Lions as Kennedy comes out of there with it. Now Markham brings it up. Left corner. Casey for 3. Got it. Another three-pointer. And the lead is 4. Miklos. Jorgensen. Clement for 3. No good. Left corner, rebound to Casey. Casey to Markham. Markham will bring it up. 2-possession game now here in this fourth quarter. Casey for 3. Got it again! Unbelievable three-point shooting for Columbia. And a timeout is taken by Cornell. 47-46. Lead is 1. You're watching the Ivy League on ESPN. The Columbia Lions, they are shooting the lights out from three-point range. Cornell leading by as many as 16 at one point. This game has not been as close as it is now throughout almost all of it. Jorgensen with it. Jorgensen round the right side to Clement. Back to Clement. Looking to get a 3, left side. That's Widman for 3, no good, and a foul is called on Hardy underneath. That's Hardy's second. Hardy with 15 points in the game. Casey leading the Lions team. 6:42 to play. Another three-pointer, no good. Cornell has been really cold from downtown. There's Casey. They got to guard her. Markham now on the outside. 2-3 zone, needing to rotate a little bit more quickly for Cornell. Markham inside. Widman. Markham getting an open look and getting it to go. Columbia has the lead at 48-47. Their first lead of the game. see how Cornell responds. Some adversity here in this Ivy League opener. Miklos jumper from the left wing, no good. Rebound to Widman. Miklos gets it back. Now to Jorgensen. Jorgensen back to Widman. Cornell working the ball around. Clement for three, no good. A rebound to Kennedy. Markham off the glass, getting it to go, and it's 50-47. 3-point lead for the Lions. Bagwell Katalinich at the free throw line. Bagwell Katalinich taking it to the basket, can't get the roll. Kennedy with a rebound. Nothing going right for the Red here in this fourth quarter. Hardy with it. Markham long three, no good. A rebound to Clement. Now Jorgensen with the basketball. Jorgensen, 4:45 to play. Widman back to Jorgensen. 12 to shoot. Now 9 to shoot. Bagwell Katalinich. Driving, doesn't get that to go. Had it partially blocked. Shot contested by the Lions and into the hands of Columbia. Clemens. Markham. Hardy thought about the three, going to drive to the basket, and a charge is called on Hardy again. That's Hardy's third foul. Cornell playing with less tenacity than they have throughout this game. Find themselves trailing by three. Less tenacity here in this, well, the last maybe 3 or 4 minutes of game time. Banifo back in. Suramak back in. Caitlin Smith, who can shoot the three, does from the left corner. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound taken by Widman. Widman looking for position. Widman can't get that to go. Gets her own rebound. Putback is good for Sam Widman. Great effort there from the junior leader for the Big Red. All to Clemens. Inside of 3:45 to play. 1 point game. Left corner. Casey, another three. No good. Rebound by Suramak and the Red. Jorgensen looking to the bench for instruction. Ball goes to Smith. That would be a long three. Elects not to shoot it. Going to shoot a long two instead. No good. It's an air ball and out of bounds. This game going to turn into a free throw shooting contest soon, in my estimation. We'll see what happens. Clemens with it. Now Markham. 2-3 zone. Outside Clemens thought about the three. Clemens driving left side. Casey for three again. That's going to be it. Clemens and the Lions, and a foul is called. This one, no. That's Suramak's first. Hardy will inbound the basketball. Comes into Casey. Out of Markham. Defense looking for a steal. They got it. Jorgensen out in transition. Jorgensen on the break. Has it blocked and out of bounds by Markham. No foul called on the play, but good defense there. Way to get out. Look at that. Getting out and defending the play was Markham. Timeout going to be taken by Griffith, and we're going to keep it right here. Coach Smith on the road next week at home for 2 weekends, and on the road for 2 weekends to round out February. Cornell will inbound. Ball comes in at Banifo. Suramak to Widman. 1 point lead for Columbia. Long three, if it goes, it does for Smith. Big bucket there for the Big Red. Two-point advantage for the Big Red. All to Markham. Inside to Clemens. Clemens jumper from inside the free throw line, no good. Rebound to Kennedy. Kennedy's shot attempt is no good, but she was fouled on the play. That's going to be called on Widman. Kennedy to the free throw line. Lillian Kennedy, 5 of 15 from the charity stripe this season, and she misses that one. Columbia, 66% free throw shooting team. Cornell, also 66% free throw shooting team. That one is good. We have a 1 point game again with 2:13 to play. Jorgensen, Suramak. Going to break that 2-3 zone. Inside to Widman. Widman off the glass, gets it to go. Samantha Widman now with 11. Second player in double figures for the Big Red. And a 3-point lead for Cornell. Inside of 2 minutes to play. Swarming defense for Cornell. Casey, they closed on her quickly, didn't they? Boy, you see that? They're not going to let her shoot that three. Bagwell Katalinich with big long arms. They're going to make her drive to the basket. She missed it. And Suramak was fouled by Kennedy. Trying to come out of there with it was Suramak, and Suramak was fouled. Bagwell Katalinich will inbound. Sienna Durr back into the game. Now for Columbia. Playing with 4 fouls. 3-point lead for Cornell. They have the basketball. Smith with it. Smith to Widman. Around to the right side to Suramak. Suramak back near the top. Kicks it left side. Smith for three. No good. Rebound to Durr. Durr, it's on the floor and tied up by Bagwell Katalinich. Possession will remain with Cornell. Great play there by Bagwell Katalinich. And the awareness to tie that one up and keep the possession with her Cornell Big Red. There's a look at head coach Dana Smith. We will have a few quick minutes with the winning head coach this game. Right now could go either way with 1:10 to play. Suramak with the basketball. Now to Bagwell Katalinich. On to Suramak. 13 to shoot. Left corner for Smith. They closed on her. Inside to Bagwell Katalinich. Laura looking for position, and she was fouled on the play and will go to the free throw line. Bagwell Katalinich, 9 of 18 from the field, 18 points. Has yet to attempt a free throw in this one. She's about to do so here after the foul there by Lillian Kennedy. That's Kennedy's second. Bagwell Katalinich to the line. Bagwell Katalinich missing, trying to make this a 2-possession game. Banifo into the game for Cornell. Markham and Hardy and Brown, Durr and Casey on the floor for Columbia. Bagwell Katalinich good on 1 of 2. Timeout called by Columbia. We're going to keep it right here with 55 seconds to play in this one. Columbia shooting the lights out from downtown in the South. Come out of here with a victory. A game in which they led for a better part of it. Markham will inbound from in front of me. Ball comes into Durr. Markham gets it back, being guarded by Widman. Now to Hardy, thought about the three. Brown for three, no good. Rebound to Widman, and a foul is called underneath. If that's on Durr, no, it's on Widman. If that was on Durr, she would have been done. That's Widman's third. 48 seconds to play. Casey, long three off the backboard, no good. Top of the backboard, and a foul is called. This one on Columbia. So Jorgensen will head to the free throw line. It is a 2-possession game, 4-point advantage for the Red here with 43 seconds left. Jorgensen hits. Jorgensen misses that one. Foul called on Bagwell Katalinich. Getting a little extra aggressive on the rebound attempt. Here we go, 5-point lead. Columbia brings the ball up. Markham between the circles. Out of Casey being guarded by Banifo. That's a smart play. That's a long three, no good. Rebound to Widman. Widman getting out of there, and Widman is fouled by Durr, and Durr committing her 5th foul of the afternoon. Widman will head to the free throw line. There's a look at Coach Smith. We will have an interview with the victorious coach at the end of this one. That foul called actually on Madison Hardy. That's her 5th. So that was not on Durr, that was on Hardy. So Hardy sits down. Her afternoon is over. Finishes with 15 points. Widman hits the first. Widman's second is good. Samantha Widman gives her Big Red a 58-51 advantage with 28 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here. Coached a little bit earlier than anticipated. Also, hockey coming your way. Here from Cornell this afternoon. Dartmouth in town to take on the Big Red. Set to begin that one around 3 p.m. Casey outside now to Markham. Markham left baseline, driving to the basket. Doesn't get that one to go. Rebound taken by Cornell. Bagwell Katalinich got hit in the face and was fouled on the play. So Brown whistled for the foul. That's her 2nd. Then Katalinich to the free throw line. She's got 19 to lead all scorers today. Samantha Widman with 13 for Cornell. Bagwell Katalinich now has 20 in this one. Bagwell Katalinich good on both free throw attempts, 14.5 seconds left. Durr quickly up the floor for Columbia. To the hands of Casey. Casey looking to get a 3 off. Now to Markham. 7 seconds. Left corner. Clemens for 3. No good off the back iron. Tipped up into the air, and a jump ball is called. Possession will remain with Columbia with 1 second left. Cornell with a 60-51 lead. And I think it's safe to say that they will come out of here with a victory. Ball comes into Durr. Cornell escapes with a victory here this afternoon. The Big Red 60 and the Columbia Lions 51.